We've seen a 180-degree flip in hiring since last year, and experts believe this labor shortage is only going to get worse.
Local HR expert Chris Dardis from Versique, a Twin Cities executive search firm, says his business has tripled in the last year. Versique works with companies all over the metro to help fill their hiring needs, and they work with a lot of people who are looking for work or career changes. Chris is live with us this morning. Nice to see you, Chris.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
We know that the pandemic and the time working from home is a number of workers out there sort of reevaluating their life choices, thinking about switching careers. Is this a good time to do that?
You know, it really is a good time to switch simply because the labor shortage is in play right now. Minnesota unemployment this time last year was at 11.2. And right now it stands at 4%. So it is a good time to look simply because candidates have a lot of power right now.
And so we keep hearing there are a lot of jobs out there. What kind of jobs are out there, and what are we looking at as far as the pay?
Good question. Yeah, the pay will range from industry to job titles and that sort of thing, but there's a lot of available work right now within the IT sector, finance and accounting, and especially within the talent acquisition or recruiting industry right now. We are seeing that it's taking about 10% more than traditional salaries to get people interested in roles right now. Not only pay, but also candidates are demanding companies be a little more flexible when it comes to flexibility from working from home.
Yeah, that work from home aspect has been really interesting, Chris, because I wondered if this was a scenario like we typically see where workers say, I want this, and then the employers all say, too bad, we want you to come back. That's not really how this is shaking out, is it?
No, it's not shaking out that way at all. Candidates are receiving multiple offers in this sort of marketplace, and they're tending to choose the companies and the leaders that will offer a little more grace and flexibility to them.
Yeah.
And how do you make an industry switch? I mean, sometimes there could be a lot of worry around that. How do you know that that's the right decision for you?
Well, that's a really good question. Well, right now is a good time to make an industry switch simply because companies are more willing to take a risk or a chance on workers that aren't 100% qualified, but maybe have the capacity to learn an industry. For instance, you two are very charismatic. Maybe your personalities would work well in the recruiting industry, maybe here at Versique. I don't know, we're looking. But my advice would be this. So how to make a switch within the industry. Number one, create a targeted list of companies that you're interested in working at. And do your research. If you're looking for companies that have an outstanding culture, the Star Tribune wrote an article, Best Places to Work, so maybe take a look at that article. Secondly, seek professional help, meaning changing careers is a big decision. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Executive recruiters such as us here can help you figure out the skills that may be transferable. Thirdly, educate yourself about the industry that you want to get into. So seek out others within the industry of choice and ask for tips and advice. And then lastly, use your network. Don't be afraid to use who you know to your advantage. So look on LinkedIn, and if you can make some connections, ask for a helping hand.
And now everyone knows Chris Dardis from Versique. Just tell him you saw him on Mid-Morning when you reach out. Chris, thank you.
Thanks, guys.